me in my feelings. Shout out to my
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. The time for talk is over as we are just mere moments away from the Super Bowl. Two teams now have a chance to prove they are the best. It's the Bengals going up against the Lions. So the time has come. Let's send you out to the stadium and join the two men that will have the Super Bowl call. Here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Detroit Lions. I'm Brandon Gaudin. To my left is my good friend Charles Davis, and what a thrill to be here for the biggest one of them all, the Super Bowl. And it seems to get bigger every year. The lights get brighter, the cameras more numerous. I don't know, there's just so much that goes into this game. It's an honor to be here, isn't it?
It is an honor, and I can't wait to share this game with you. This is going to be a whole lot of fun. You're my partner, my best friend. I can't imagine being anywhere else but right here. This is no longer just a game for America or even North America. This is worldwide. People watching from just about every country in the world. This is impressive.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and just about ready to roll. We begin the next half-century of Super Bowls to a strobe of flashes. Super Bowl 51 from Houston is underway. On the return, here comes Amir Abdullah. Oh, nice move. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a former Pro Bowl quarterback out of the University of Georgia, Matthew Stafford.
Matthew Stafford is a big-arm guy who's learned how to temper some of his throws. Actually has added a lot more touch and accuracy as his career has gone along. Big-time confidence in his arm, though. Any throw you want, he can make it.
They'll come out in the pistol. Now a play fake here on first down. He gets it complete to Anquan Bolden. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but they have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks. Those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Give him 7 on the play, and it's a second.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
On second down, here's Stafford. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 4 on the play, and they're going to have a third down. So still in search of the first down after that last completion.
3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. Now it's Stafford. And he connects with Ebron. A gain of 8 and a first down.
But Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second down. Second down now after the pass completion. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
This will be caught at about the 5. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. Now Riddick. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations.
And they've got it here with a 1st down. They go back to Riddick. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. And, oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. Now, after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. And it's caught for a Lion touchdown. Golden Tate with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
They come up in an offset eye. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Wallace Gilberry in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Holding offense.
And the yellow flag hurts this offense, and now they face a tough 3rd down. Third and long. What will Dalton dial up? Stafford. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. From the 3 now. Here they come on 3rd and goal.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Theo Riddick hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Lions add on to their lead. Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision. Game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners, keep moving it, keep grinding clock. And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
On first down, Stafford here. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simple. If you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. And it'll be third down. The line to gain is the 33 on third down. So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
Stafford now to throw. It's brought in by Bolden. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And the offense lining up 1st and 10.
But we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did. But I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game. An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. On the ground, it's Reddick. Oh, he shifts past him. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
It's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Here's Reddick. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Theo Reddick, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's
2 extra DBs, a nickel look on 3rd.
blanketing the passing lanes.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And the Lions, yes, the Detroit Lions have won the Super Bowl. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. What a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.